Today I'm going to be responding to journalist Campbell Simpson, who wrote an article about me in Gizmodo. If you haven't heard of Gizmodo, Gizmodo are famous for thought-provoking articles like "These adorable Australian animals are fucking themselves to death" and "Why do we have butts?" Gizmodo was launched by the disgraced Gawker Media. Gawker Media, if you haven't already heard of them, they went bankrupt in 2016 because they were sued for releasing celebrity sex tapes. Campbell Simpson's article on me triggered an avalanche of hate, led me to be shunned and ridiculed. I will not only be standing up to the media for myself, but I'll be standing up for everybody else that's been unfairly treated by the media and is either too scared or is unable to stand up for themselves. Now let's have a look at a few snippets of this article which led me to believe that these were actually personal attacks on me. Someone called Dave Lee and he wants to get famous. Apparent YouTuber. Whole bunch of uncomfortably racially themed videos. So my race related videos make Campbell uncomfortable, do they? Well, you know what makes me feel uncomfortable? Lack of diversity in the workplace. Let's have a look at the employees for Gizmodo. Doesn't seem to be too much diversity in that workplace. You know what else really pisses me off? The fact that my girlfriend, Asian, is extremely intelligent, yet there seems to be this invisible bamboo ceiling preventing her from rising to the top. That makes me feel uncomfortable. You know what else? The demasculation of Asian men in the media. Especially when two of my brothers are Asian. The thing that really makes me angry is when the white bread media tries to steal the narrative from minorities when they have no right to be there in the first place. That's what really makes me feel uncomfortable. You know what? When someone lives with white people, they commute to work with white people, they go to the most white-dominated profession in Australia, and then after work they go and hang out with their white bread friends. And if I go and have a look at every piece of their social media, and they know little to no minorities, they're all white people commenting, replying, retweeting all over their social media, it'll be hard for me to believe that they have any minority friends. And for them to get on their high horse and start to talk to me about minorities and uncomfortably race-related videos, that's a bit much. This is just embarrassing. This is verging on ridiculous. And then right at the very end, he said, "Weak, Dave," which was just another personal attack that he had on me. One thing Campbell forgot to mention was, you can't miss it, it's in the description on my YouTube channel, it says, Australian YouTuber, overcoming disability, try to get the most out of life. And the featured video, which you can't miss either, it's called Never Give Up. It describes how I've gone through 2 major operations, living with chronic pain, and I'm about to go through a 3rd operation. I really need to address the fact that he said weak, Dave. I don't know what your definition of weak is, but I think going through this, you're welcome to join me, go through this if you want, and try to get yourself looking half normal again. And then going through chronic pain until you go through it again. Losing friends and family, finances, career, and sometimes you can even lose your mind. The chronic pain, can't even think straight sometimes. You call that weak, do you? I call that strength. And the fact that someone like you is not able to acknowledge that or even aware of it, that shows lack of empathy. I think a fully grown adult that understands the pain and the malevolence of the world would understand what I've been going through. Yet I keep getting up and I keep fighting through this world. That takes real strength, Campbell. And if you can't recognize that, you're weak. If Campbell can go through my publicly available social media, there's no reason why I can't go through his. So let's have a look at his Instagram. This glass is actually entirely full of gin. Home from a 14-hour day, I've got just about a bottle of writing left to do. The creative process. By the looks of this photo, this is at Gizmodo's office. You can see at the top right it says Gizmodo. Afternoon sorted is the caption. If you look closely, it would seem like this beer bottle is open at his desk at work. Make whatever assumptions you will. I just thought that I'd point out something that he's posted publicly. I really wanted to know where these personal attacks were coming from, so I decided to comment on his photo, which I knew that no one else would have seen except for Campbell. Now, a professional would have blocked me straight away if he didn't want to speak to me, but Campbell decided to DM his friends. Next thing I know, I was met with a barrage of hate comments from 4 of Campbell's friends, and including Campbell. And here are some highlights. Oh look, it's the gutless racist. The bloke who didn't have the guts to follow through with his stunt and still amounts to nothing in life. Top work, Flea. Enjoy your life with Mrs. Palmer. That was classy. And here's a classy lady as well. God, it must be liberating to be loved by no one. I can't imagine any other reason someone would spend this much time and energy on being a C word. Enjoy being utterly forgettable and lonely because despite your sadly best efforts, your words will never matter to anyone. And for some reason she put a smiley face. So there's some classy friends you got there, Campbell. So after the whole Instagram battle went down, Campbell Simpson turned to Twitter and he tweeted that I wanted to sue him. But I didn't want to sue him. If you click on the link, you can go to the actual question that I asked on Quora, and it clearly states, what should I do? I was just asking a simple question. It's un-Australian to sue someone over something so trivial and meaningless as this. But if you're going to fire at someone, expect someone to fire back at you. This is Australia. We don't care if it's the Prime Minister. We're going to fire back. We're going to stand up for ourselves. No one's going to beat down a real Aussie. That's the underdog spirit down here. So as far as I'm concerned, this is over, and this is where it ends. So make sure you click that subscribe button, make sure you click that bell icon, so don't miss out on anything, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.